Here's how the media from both sides reacted to the F1 season-ending race in Abu Dhabi. The anger among the F1 world at the controversial finale to a thrilling season shows no sign of abating. While UK media claimed Lewis Hamilton was cheated out of a record 8th F1 championship, Dutch media has exploded in ecstasy over the success of Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who claimed his maiden crown at just 24 years old. But while the outrageously manufactured ending made for great viewing, it has left the sport at a crossroads over whether it truly is a sport, or just reality TV. That's not sport, UK media explodes as Hamilton cheated out of F1 title by glorified TV show. Jeremy Wilson wrote in The Telegraph that it was an outrageously manufactured ending. He said this race result cannot be allowed to stand. He took aim at the controversial way the safety car was managed by the race director Michael Masi. It was like interrupting the Olympic marathon just as Kipchoge was entering the stadium with a 30-second lead and telling him with a straight face to wait for his nearest competitor. Good television? Maybe. But fair? Not in the slightest. He continued, it all leaves a horrible situation. Nobody wants to see a sporting event dragged through courts and further appeals. Mercedes are right to be carefully weighing up their options. To simply accept that the show should take precedence over natural justice would set sport on a dangerous path. Owen Slot wrote in The Times, be in no doubt, there is no sport that feels more like the set of a glorified TV show than F1. This is a TV drama on wheels. It got the most spectacular, late plot twists and the most epic of endings. You can choose to see this as the future for sport, the ultimate TV reality show. The long-term damage to the sport is also deeply concerning. The casual fan is not stupid. They know right from wrong, and the idea that such drama will naturally result in a more loyal following is flawed. While some might have enjoyed the spectacle, it is a good bet that rather more will have questioned why they invested 2 hours watching an event that might as well have been staged over 2 minutes. Martin Samuel wrote in the Daily Mail that the future of the sport is at a crossroads. Formula One now has the entire winter to decide what sport it wants to be. Indeed, whether it wants to be a sport at all. They had tuned in for the greatest show on earth. So that is what F1 delivered. But that's not sport. Masi as good as decided the title because he thought his script was better than the one his sport was providing. Is it sport, which won't always conform to the desires of the box office, or is it a content provider for a streaming service that will bend accordingly to the whims of producers? Dave wrote in The Sun that the rivalry, if not the controversy, was good for the sport, and would only make Hamilton's victory sweeter. But F1 needed Horner and his team to strike a blow against the dominance of Mercedes and Hamilton. Great sport thrives on great rivalry, and Hamilton-Verstappen is threatening to become a truly outstanding one. All it needs now is longevity. Those new devotees, or the many lapsed F1 fans lost to the sport during years of grinding predictability, will be glued to the action when Hamilton, 36, bids to regain his crown next season. While British media was in uproar over the controversy, the Netherlands were over the moon at the country's first F1 champion. Phenomenon, was the headline on the front page of the AD, with the newspaper labeling his victory the miracle of Abu Dhabi. De Telegraaf splashed the word Supermax across their front page. And on the following 2 pages, they wrote, this is only the beginning. One columnist boldly declared in the same paper, Max Verstappen is the best driver of the last 40 years, after beating the 7-time champion in Hamilton. A historical day for Dutch sport, tweeted Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte. Max Verstappen, congratulations for this phenomenal performance. Really fantastic, he added. Even the royal family of the Netherlands got in on the act. King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima wrote to Instagram the all-deciding race in Abu Dhabi was the climax of his exciting season. Verstappen kept his patience during the race, his team played strong tactically round after round until the final phase. He took his chance and made the difference. Max Verstappen is Formula One world champion.